Good afternoon to one and all. Myself Janice Jacson from Nirmala College of Pharmacy, and I am a third year PharmD student. In the experience, this is the first time that I am on the platform of Speak for India, and this has been the best journey of my life, giving special attention to the specific scrutiny of the judging panel always. ഇതുവരെ പോയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു സ്റ്റേജിലും ഞാൻ വല്ലതും ചെയ്തിട്ട് അതിൻ്റെ തെറ്റ് കാണിച്ച് തന്നിട്ടില്ല. ഇവിടെ വന്നിട്ടാണ് എൻ്റെ തെറ്റുകൾ എന്താണെന്നും അതിനെ എങ്ങനെ ശരിയാക്കണമെന്നും ഞാൻ പഠിച്ചിട്ടുള്ളത്. താങ്ക് യു സോ മച്ച്.
ആൻഡ് താങ്ക് യു സോ മച്ച്. ആ എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് ഇനിയും ഒരുപാട് മുൻപോട്ട് കൊണ്ടുപോകട്ടെ എന്ന് ആശംസിക്കുന്നു. അതിഥി.
Myself Athidhi Nair. I'm doing my first semester Unitary LLB from Kerala Law Academy Law College. And the experience in the first of all, I should thank Mathrubhumi and Federal Bank for such a big platform. കാരണം ഫെയർ ക്രിറ്റിസിസം ഒക്കെ കുറഞ്ഞു വരുന്ന ഈ ഒരു കാലഘട്ടത്തിൽ നമുക്ക് സംസാരിക്കാൻ ഒരു അവന്യൂ കിട്ടുക എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് നല്ലതാണ്. ഇപ്പോൾ ഞാനൊക്കെ പഠിച്ചു വന്ന കാലത്ത് എനിക്ക് കോളേജിൽ വന്നപ്പോഴാണ് ഡിബേറ്റ് എന്താണെന്ന് മനസ്സിലായത്. ഞങ്ങളുടെയൊക്കെ നാട്ടിൽ കൂടുതൽ സ്പീച്ച് മാത്രമേ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നുള്ളൂ. സോ ഫാർ ഡിബേറ്റ് ആൻഡ് ദാറ്റ് ടു ഇൻ എ ഫ്രണ്ട്ലി മാനർ, ആൻഡ് this platform taught me that, and thank you so much for that.
All the very best, Athidhi. And now for the motion, Janice, your 1 minute starts right now, right here.
As rightly said by Gandhiji, I do not want to die of a creeping paralysis, a defeated man. An undecisive statement. Wait for 1 month, wait for 1 week, wait for 1 day, and you will see a hope that cannot be confirmed. According to Article 21, it is stated that you are being given the right to life. Right to life just with mere physical existence, does it give any kind of justice? No, we need to have the best quality of life to ensure right to life. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Against the motion, Athidhi, your 1 minute starts right now.
Legalization of euthanasia is legalization of assisted suicide and death. In fact, both are unnatural, which give rise to social, economic, and legal consequences. If we are legalizing euthanasia, there can be misuse of living will and malified intentions of exchange of property. In the commercialization of healthcare era, the poor people will be deprived of better health facilities in the name of euthanasia. Moreover, the desire for death is correlated with depression. Here, what we have to concentrate more is on palliative care and rehabilitative care rather than legalizing euthanasia. And also, Hippocrates' oath says one thing, that the doctor will not give advice that may cause death. So this is a clear perversion of medical ethics as well.
Then, okay, thank you so much both of you. Now we have 3 minutes and your time starts right now, right here.
As my worthy opponent has stated that for poor people, they cannot have any kind of treatment as she has stated. Now let me state that one of the pitfall of this kind of palliative care is that poor people cannot pay the heavy cost that is burdened to them through the same. If, for example, in case of terminal cancers.
Okay.
See, yeah, maybe poor people, there may be poor rich differences, but I am believing in science and breakthroughs in science. There will be much less expensive methods can be there. And we also know that palliative care is becoming more and more popular. Why shouldn't we give more hope to that as well?
Please.
In a country like India where Johar, Sati, Atmarpana and fasting unto death can be legalized and cannot be punished for, why can't euthanasia be legalized? For example, Vinoma Bhave, one of the disciples of Gandhiji, had fasted unto death and there was no lawsuit that was casted against him.
Okay.
Yeah, I should say that there is a custom in Tamil Nadu named Thalai Koothal, where your senior parents, they are allowed to death because they are disabled. How can you agree with that? If you are legalizing euthanasia or maybe supporting all these things, how can you support the death of your old age parents because they cannot live more?
Okay.
The question is, do you need painful death for your parent or do you need peaceful death? Painful death where the patient is resistant to opioid analgesics of every sort. When you're considering that, you really say that love for painful death is more important than peaceful death?
Okay.
See, my answer is that the doctor's approach these days have to change from the cure approach, that is from the curative approach to a care approach. We have to move into such an era. See, pain can be reduced and that is not, legalization of euthanasia is not the answer for reducing pain.
Okay, yes. Janice?
Yes, what I have to say is when you're living like a vegetable, when you really know that you're not having the best quality of life that you're having, you're not able to walk, communicate, talk, or do your daily activities, low quality of life cannot assure you the happiest form of living.
Who can determine that person doesn't have a quality of life? See, mere walking may not be the quality of life. That person may have inner feelings, like in the case of Aruna Schonbach. We cannot resist that.
Janice.
She stated about care. A cure is one of the major options. Care is one of the major options, yeah. When you consider only care, then where do we stand exactly? Care itself is a heavy cost that has to be taken up by the patient and by the patient's relatives. Now, if cost is an important burden that we are considering, the life is more important. The painful life is more important over cost.
Not at all. Painful life is not important. We must have mechanisms, alternative mechanisms that should support palliative care. And the government should take care of all these things that we want to do that as well. What about the misuse of the consent of these people who are willing for euthanasia?
Okay, well, yeah, time up. Thank you so much, contestants. And it's time for the interaction with judges and of the jury.
Hello, Janice.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. In the course of your debate, you mentioned that in India, Sati, Atmarpana, etc. are legalized. Maybe that's a wrong statement. I don't mind that. But just because these conventions, they existed, will that justify your argument?
Now we have 30 seconds. Janice, your time starts right now.
Firstly, this is not a justification, it is a support for the argument that I'm stating, that sati and the other practices that were prevalent and were commemorated as one of the best forms for the integrity of the person. Now, this thing can also be taken in line with euthanasia, where the patient itself doesn't want to live. If the patient is ready and comfortable to die with dignity and with no pain death, we can consider it in line with the other practices that was prevalent in history. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Janice. And it's your turn, Athidhi. Answer.
Athidhi, hello. Yes. Now you are mentioning that we live in an age of commercialization in the field of medicine. So I was just wondering whether your argument would go against this point.
Athidhi, your 30 seconds starts right now.
Commercialization of healthcare means if you're legalizing euthanasia, what happens is that rich people, they can use of this ventilator care and all this, and who will be deprived of will be the poor people. I was just mentioning that gap by saying that commercialization of healthcare, that if you are legalizing particularly euthanasia. But we do not want such a gap by legalizing euthanasia. We want a better quality healthcare to all. There can be another aspect. I was just answering this aspect only.